go with something as amazing as you. You look so good to me that when I see you I drew. And if you know your work is multiplied by 2, won't fall for no scrub nigga, baby, you ain't a fool. I had no more love than I saw you when I couldn't let you go. You showing me something I don't know.
Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey. If you've been here before, thanks for coming into my channel. In today's video, as you can see by the title, I will be doing acrylic toe freestyle. Now, this is my first time doing an acrylic toe freestyle like ever, so you might see a lot of mistakes in this video. Now, my client in this video is actually my cousin, and she would not sit still. Like, we were talking a lot and laughing a lot, so you're gonna see a lot of movement in this beginning part. I wanted to zoom in so you guys could see up close exactly what I'm doing. I am using Bad and Bougie from Valentino, and it's really light, so it's reflecting off the light, so you can't really see it too much, but I did my best to show you exactly how I'm applying it and how I'm shaping it with just the acrylic brush. When grabbing a bead, you want to make sure that the bead is not too wet because it will go all into the cuticle area. So when grabbing the bead, you want to make sure it is a decent size, pretty small because, you know, their toes are really small. And you want to put it at the free edge and just gently push it into the cuticle area. She literally was moving so much, so we had to make some adjustments, y'all, to the positioning of this video. Again, I'm going in lightly at the free edge, and I'm gently just pushing it in there. I do all my shaping with my brush, even the free edge. I know a lot of people use their cutting tool to shape it, but I just use my brush. I do make sure that I always do the sides first. I feel like that when you do the sides first, it makes it look cleaner and give that real box look that you're looking for. I use my brush to get off the excess acrylic, but you can use the daughter tool if you like. I just prefer to use the brush. It's quicker for me. Make sure that you're gently brushing. You don't want to brush too hard towards the free edge because then you'll make the acrylic way too thin on the toe. But to give it that natural look, you just want to tap lightly and make sure that the sides are box-like. I really feel like it was giving here. Like, this is just off the application. All of them were boxed perfectly exactly how I wanted it. By the way, I did keep this in real time because I wanted you guys to see exactly how long it takes me to do a foot with the application. Guys, let me know how you feel about acrylic toes. Me personally, I love them and I prefer them over regular gel polish. However, I know a lot of people do not like acrylic toes because they say they mess up your toes. But in reality, if you're taking them off right and taking care of them, then it shouldn't damage your toes. Now we're going to go in with the big toe. As you can see, my client does not have a natural square big toe. So what I like to do is go in with a bead that's not too wet and not too dry, but enough for me to like shape it into that square. You will see me using the brush to actually pat down and make that square look. I wanted to zoom in more for you guys so you guys can see exactly how I'm doing it. I'm literally just patting really light. And like I said, you want to make sure that you're doing the sides first and you're pulling down as you're doing it. Now, after you pull down, I know a lot of people don't like their toes too long. You can go back in and just shape it to the length that they want, but you would rather make sure that it's longer than shorter than needed. It is important that you lightly brush the acrylic down to the free edge on the big toenail because you don't want it too thick. You do want it to look natural, especially when you have to build the toenail, so you have to do more than one bead. But yeah, just make sure that it's natural and thin, not too thick as you would do like an actual nail. With the next bead, you want to place it right on top of the other bead and gently push it down into the cuticle area. You do not want to do too many beads because it'll be too thick, but you want to make sure that it is good enough to make it look natural and cover the other bead that you put down the first time. As you can see by this angle, it was really thin, but not thin enough to break, but thin enough to where it gives that natural look. And I just was really loving how it was coming out. I know a lot of nail techs do not like offering toe services, but unpopular opinion, I actually like doing toes more than I like doing nails. So if you know, you know. When doing the big toe, you also want to make sure that it is completely covered, even those little corner areas where sometimes it may not look like it's enough space for anything. You still want to make sure that everything is sealed. I did notice a few thinner areas, so I wanted to go in with a little light bead to make sure everything was flat and everything was real smooth. Okay, and here how it looks with the application process, and it looks really thin, really natural as it's supposed to look. Now we're going to move into the next step, which is shaping. Although it may look already shaped, you still want to go in and make sure that you shape it. When shaping acrylic toes, you really don't have to do much if your application was already that box look that you want. So you want to go in there really light so that you don't cut your client and just shape it like a regular square. Also, never forget about the free edge. This is the most important part when you're trying to get that crisp look. I am going to speed this part up a little bit because you guys just need to see that it's very light shaping, and it'll give you that crisp box look that you're looking for. Now, this is the best part of them all, which is drawing the French tip. Y'all, I did get my nail brush off Amazon. I do not have the link here, but if you just type nail art brush, it'll pop up. I am going to keep this in real time so that you guys can see. I will let you know when I decide to speed it up. Guys, when I draw my French tip, like, I go really slow because I want it to look perfect. Like, I'm very tedious when it comes to drawing French tip. You're crazy. I really liked how the French tip came out, and she really loved this color, and so did I.
Yes, it is. Your hair is
It's really not.
Your hair is thin. Your hair is longer.
I don't think my hair longer than yours.
It is. How you gonna tell me?
Now I'm going to talk you guys through exactly how I do my French tip. I did learn this from someone else's video, but I don't remember who. Now I just draw my line straight across because that helps how thin or thick you want it. And then I go and I do the little curves at the side. So I make it like a little angle, and then if I need it thicker, I'll just drag it down. I'm really not sure if I explained that well, but I hope it made sense as you're watching the video. I'm not gonna take this off. No, we going to that game on Friday. You crazy?
Okay, so put, you know what you should do? You should do the mask over here, then put your wig on, and put the wig on, like just wear it like that without.
I felt like this one was too thin, so I wanted to make it a little thicker so it could match the other nail. I always save the big toe for last. I don't know why, I just like the way it looks when I do it last.
Yes,
I'm doing the same exact way I was doing the other toes. So you're gonna see I'm gonna go across the top, and then I'm going to draw my angles at each corner. I don't like when people do their French like this.
Yeah, that's it.
Like, you know what I'm talking about?
With no curve?
Yeah.
That's not even French, that's just outline.
They like it. They call it French.
That's not French. It's not clean.
They like it though. And like even on the little toes, like they just do it.
That's laziness.
I'm tired.
Alright.
Put my drink in the Then this is the finished product before I add the top coat. This just came out really nice and really clean. These trying to look real clean. Now I'm gonna go on with my Beatles top coat. I did get it off Amazon. I do not have like a go-to top coat, so I usually always use Beetle, but if you have any recommendations, just let me know in the comments which top coat I should try. I didn't even know you were here. Now this is after the top coat, and I really liked how they came out, y'all. Like, I wanted to leave it like this, but I was like, no. So I'm gonna go ahead and cure it, and then we're gonna start the design. As y'all can see here, y'all, I was making a very big mess. Like, all the sticky stuff was getting all over the place. The sticky stuff is called spider gel. Now, I've seen other people do it, but this is my first time trying it on toes, and I just could not figure out how the heck do you do it without getting it on their skin. When doing this on actual nails, it's easier because it doesn't touch the skin, it just wraps around the nail. But yeah, y'all, I was struggling, but I wanted to show y'all me actually struggle and get this done. This was actually my third time trying it. My first 2 times I did it off camera and they were just coming out horrible, so I had to keep trying it over and over. If you guys have an easier way for me to do this process, please let me know exactly. Now, I do have acetone on my cotton ball, and I'm just going around on the natural skin and I'm wiping off the excess. On the big toe, I decided to do the little trending flowers. Now, I think I did do this flower a little too big, but it still came out cute. I know my hand is covering, but if you guys want a tutorial on how to do this, I'll post a separate video. I remember when I first learned how to do this. At your house.
It did not take you that long.
The flower did come out better than I expected. However, I just realized it was too big, but I think it's because the dots I placed were a little separated too much. Before I used the white polish for the flower, I was going to do the flower in blue, but I'm kind of glad that I did do it in white because I used the white spider gel on the other toe. This is a more up-close version of what it looks like before it's cured in the light and before we move on to the next step. I wanted to spice it up by adding a full bling on this nail, and I'm going to go ahead and add some bling on the big toe. And I was using some diamonds that I got from Amazon and some pearls that I got from Amazon as well. Now I'm going to move on to the big toe. I did get this rhinestone glue off of Amazon as well. I do not know the name of it. I just typed rhinestone glue. Now this was the finished product. I loved it. She loved it. I didn't get really a good angle of showing you guys exactly, and I also don't have a ring light. However, I just wanted to show you guys the basic. It came out really, really cute. I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more. See you guys later. Thanks for watching.
Let you go. You showing me something I don't